Welcome, Capricorn Rising, my little workhorses of the universe. I appreciate you stopping in to Soul Passages Astrology for your general trends forecast for February 2016. I am your astrologer, Georgia Dempsey, and we'll be taking a look at what's going on in the universe. Now, this is a general trends forecast. If you have a specific issue that you want to investigate on a deeper level, feel free to use my contact information at the beginning of the video and sign up for an exclusive chart reading where I can really tell how the planets are impacting your life. And I will be running an awesome special right now for $50 for a 1-hour reading up until March 1. So do give me a call. And you know what? February is an action-packed month for you. Mars is in Scorpio in your 11th house, lighting up your hopes, dreams, wishes, friends, networking, and long-term plans. So this is very exciting. This gives you a lot of juice to get things done. And this could also bode well for some of you because that house also rules over rewards from the king, so to speak, which is rewards from your job efforts. So some of you could be manifesting on that level as well. Whatever it is, you've got a lot of drive and punch to go after things right now. So harness that energy. This is doubly true because this martial energy is sextiling Pluto, which is now occupying your rising sign, your first house. And you've got so much kick-ass energy going on down there right now. You've got Pluto lined up. You've got Venus, Mercury, even the moon on February 6th. And so you are really being called forth to come into your own power and to revolutionize who you are, however that looks like for you. So this is a very powerful time for you. It's like you are stepping into your own. So you could be having a positive effect right now with close relationships in regards to, friends, business partners, because you're mirroring off of that 7th house. And so another good place for you to tap in is civic groups that you belong to. Whatever those groups are that you're hanging out with are helping you to bring forward this new you. And you're probably bringing out a lot of buried treasures within yourself. And you could also have some unconscious desires coming forth, or maybe some power struggles or things of that nature. And the true quest right now is to own your own soul power rather than to be getting into power struggles with others. That's something to keep in mind. And right now, you're probably really working on getting to the bottom line of who you are and figuring out what motivates you and those that you work with so that you can manifest those dreams and goals. And I bless you because you are going through such a regenerative process right now. For some of you, you could actually, honestly be discovering who you are on a spiritual level. I know you've got Saturn in that 12th house, so you've been digging deeply into that. Some of you may still be feeling blocked. Some of you have dug deep enough that you're recognizing who you are. And because of that, you are going through this regeneration of the soul. So if so, I wish you absolutely well. Now on February 3rd, your Scorpio Mars will be trining up to Chiron in your 3rd house. And so this is a call for you to feel like you can speak your truth. You should be able to communicate with those close to you and to get your message out to the world. And you may have to assert some of your yang energy to make this happen, Capricorn Risings. But speaking up about the changes that you would like to see in the world are another factor for you, because that 11th house also rules society. So you may have a humanitarian interest going on. You may have a vision for the future that you somehow need to communicate. And if you've been holding back lately, now is the time to start to have those visions brought forth and to communicate them out to the world. So right now, part of your lesson is to find your voice. And that voice is all about spirituality, all about emotions. Could be some of you ecology of the oceans, just watery realms, you know, dream states, things like that. I mean, a lot of interesting things, metaphysics could be coming up for you. Whatever that is, you do have the power to change yourself and to head into the direction you want. And your network of friends and civic groups that you belong to are the platform that you could use to start making things happen. And it is okay to get your message out. The only thing you want to make sure is you're not being stingy with your words. You can have a little bit of that going on sometimes when Mars is in Scorpio. Now, your Aquarian sun is currently in your second house of values and earned income. And, you know, a lot of people just think about money when it comes to the second house, but that is also about everything you truly value on planet Earth, what matters the most to you. And right now, your sun is shining a light on that. And it is in Aquarius. So again, that strong feeling of a concern for humanity, a desire to help humankind, an interest in other cultures is coming through. And this is sextiling that Saturn you've got in Sagittarius. So I also get a sense of, you know, some kind of desire to be of service somehow to the world, to bring the truth out to the world. You may be digging into a variety of different religions right now to try to find out what rings true for you, and you know, finding a path spiritually that makes sense. And this could, you know, be part of that could be investigating other cultures, getting together with people from other countries and exploring that fully. So that's really good. Spiritual work and digging into your psyche right now are really what is being asked of you. And if you feel like something is holding you back from what you desire, or if you're having trouble manifesting the things you value, I would highly recommend some hypnosis, meditation, prayer, trance dance. All of those things can help you to get to the truth of things. Now with Saturn up there in the 12th house too, you're also coming to a period of culmination with the cycle that you've been in for a long time. You're not quite there, but you're getting close to it. So whoever you've been in the past, you're getting ready to shut that down in the next year or so. And then you're going to open up this new cycle and come into the new power of you. And so one of the things you can do is look backwards. Also recognize how you have gotten in your own way in the past. We all do that. What mistakes you've made. Put those behind you. Don't beat yourself up over any of those. Let them go and use the information that you've garnered to help with the taking on of your new power. Okay? That's the best way to use that. All right. Mars will also be having a difficult conversation with Uranus in Aries on February 5th. So you could be facing some issues with family or friends, or maybe your long-term goals are causing you to move from home. That is possible. You might be getting an urge to study abroad. You might be getting a true desire to take a long-distance trip across the seas where you can firsthand examine different cultures, countries, religions. And honestly, this would be an absolute blessing for you to do some of these things, or to go back to school to get a higher degree, Your ninth house has your North Node and Jupiter conjunct in Virgo right now. And so all ninth house issues are highlighted for you. A lot of people call this the road to God because it is the place where we seek the divine. It's also all about our destiny, our life path. And so you're probably exploring that new life path right now, and that's part of you taking on this new power, especially as you shut down what was in the next year and then start to come into your own in, I would say, 2016, 2017. And you've got a lot of desire to make this happen. You've got Pluto conjunct Venus in your first house. So you're rethinking who you are, and you've got a lot of strength and power to change your circumstances, to step up your power. You could be falling head over heels into possibly a hotty-toddy naughty romance. That's one possibility. But somehow I see you just owning these changes that you are setting in place. And you do have the power to make things happen. I will say with Pluto also, it is a great time to do a health regime where you do some cleansing. Pluto tends to want to bring up the toxins, bring up the buried stuff, and a cleansing regime at this time to help you out with the old, in with the new. That's a theme for you this year. Out with the old, in with the new, on to things that you value the most. That's great. Now your second house sun down there in Aquarius, it is going to be talking to Uranus on February 6th. So how you think about yourself, how you think about your family, how you think about your ancestral roots, all could be up for re-examination at this time. You know, as we get older, sometimes we can look back and we can reframe issues, right? We can recognize that there were pressures maybe on the parents that we didn't know about. So we have the opportunity to look at things differently in terms of how we were raised or brought up. It's also time for you to revolutionize who you are and to gain courage in digging into your psychological roots so that you can understand family patterns and anything that got passed on to you, good or bad. But it's an opportunity for you to work from the ground up. And reframing could help and also could bring you closer to the things that you value. Now, Mercury, your planet of communications, is in your first house, and it is going to be trining that Jupiter in the ninth. So I see information coming through regarding that long-distance trip, regarding some cultural event, regarding higher education, maybe the court system, or that spiritual quest that you could be on right now. And it is a good time for you to think about going back to school if you have that in your mind, so that you can forge ahead with your long-range plans. And again, I do see that spiritual seeking right now. Now on the 6th, Venus in Capricorn will be squaring up to Uranus. So, you know, expect some changes to occur on this day, and it could affect, again, your home life. I mean, some of these revolutionary ideas you got going on could cause you to change homes and even countries. I mean, this is a pretty big deal right now. The other thing is you could be falling in love with someone from another culture, and you might just be feeling the desire to relocate to another place so that you can be with this person. And if so, congratulations. All right, you are also going to have Mercury beaming a really bright light towards the north node of the moon, and also Jupiter on the 6th. And so whatever's happening for you in that ninth house, on the road to God, there is a feeling of destiny attached to it. And it is the direction where your greatest blessings lie right now. So follow that. Yes, you do want to pursue your dreams. Pursue the life path that you're meant to be on. And even though Jupiter is retrograde right now, you know, maybe you're in a period of rethinking the school plans or replanning the trip. Nonetheless, Jupiter is a very lucky planet and does want to deliver. And by May 9th, it will be moving forward. So you should see more developments in that area. All right, let's see. On February 7th, okay, your Aquarius sun will be squaring up to that Scorpio Mars. So you could be feeling a little bit of restless energy on this day. Maybe you, again, are questioning your values. You're questioning your long-term plans. You're trying to figure out what's right for you right now. And you really want to get to the bottom psychological level answer on this. No surface answer is going to do. You want to really figure it out with that Scorpio Mars. So what are your true dreams? You're making a commitment to yourself right now to go after some of those dreams or visions that you're having, because you've got Juno conjunct that Mars there in the 11th house, and it's saying make a commitment and absolutely go for it. And your friends and organizations you belong to could be very helpful in manifesting that with you. Now on the 9th, we've got a new moon happening in Aquarius. And so the things that you value are going to come under a bright light at this time, and it gives you an opportunity to set the seeds for what you desire. And again, that Aquarian energy does want you to bring forth your unique self. It does want you to have the brotherhood of man and woman in mind. It wants you to help better society and to put some good energy out into the world. And so plant the seeds for whatever personal revolution you're going through to manifest some of that in your value house. You do have the universe's blessings. Well, you always do, but you're really going to feel it on February 10th. Venus will be trining Jupiter and the North Node. So have faith in your ability to attract what you want and to start on a new life path, whatever that is. One that's going to support you in who this new you is going to be. Your Scorpio Mars will be sextiling Jupiter on the 13th. So there's your friends again, showing up, your groups that you belong to, the commitments you've made to yourself, all helping to give you that drive, energy, passion, to absolutely go after what it is you want. This is also a good time to stand up for your beliefs and have faith and optimism in your future plans. And one thing I'll add with that is, we all have pretty strong beliefs, but just keep in mind that everybody has their version of the truth, and there are many paths up the mountain. So we have our own strong convictions, but we have to leave place in the universe for everybody else to have theirs, even if they differ from our own. Okay, that whole 9th house stuff that's been going on, that path to God, that new life destiny, that cultural stuff, the law, higher education, trips, all of that, whatever you've been doing up there in that 9th house, that is going to come to a point of culmination on February 22nd, because you're going to have a full Virgo moon up there, and it is going to shine a light on all of those matters. So whatever you've been planning, you'll get a sense of where you stand on that day. And it also reveals how you need to tweak the plan, hence Jupiter in retrograde. Expect emotions to run high, because the full moon just brings that out in people. And whatever you've been working on, expect it to come to a point of culmination around the 22nd. Now on the 23rd, all of us in the universe are being asked to work on healing our inner wounds. And for you, again, that's that 3rd and 9th house axis that is lit up. And so, having your voice heard, communicating your truth, finding yourself spiritually, whether it's agnosticism, Hinduism, Muslim, Christian, you're astrologer, a nature lover, whatever it is finding yourself at a point where you can heal the divide. If you feel a divide between you and the universe, seems like you're finding a way forward to heal that divide and discover who you are on that level. So it's a beautiful energy, and I wish you well on this journey. If you are going overseas to discover other truths from other cultures, that's a super powerful thing to do. I have done it myself, and you will be absolutely amazed, and it could change your entire worldview at this time. Well, anyhow, Capricorn Rising, more power to you in February. Use it well, use it consciously, and God bless and namaste.